Yeah, so, groove, 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 groove. I just need to keep implying groove, 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 because I see so many drummers, and so much technique, so much fills, but not so much groove, man. You guys are watching YouTube too much, you know? When I was a kid, we didn't have YouTube. We had video cassettes. Does anyone remember them? Yeah, cassette tapes. You know, we are a planet of 7 billion people, right? Every one of us are completely different, which makes us all unique, right? No one's better than anyone. We're all the same. And my point to this is, we all have a different personality, we all have different hair, we have different teeth, we have a different fingerprint, right? This is us, different fingerprint. Now, so many drummers sound like so many of the drummers. And the reason is because we copy, right? Now, if we all look the same and we all sound the same, how boring would this world be? It'd be boring as shit. We all look different for a reason, because we're unique. And I will apply that to being a musician, is be yourself. Don't be a copycat, because people are not impressed by copycats. I'm more impressed if someone got up here and they just put a groove down. I was like, man, this sounds, you sound like you know? That's more impressive to me than seeing someone come up here and play like Chris Dave. Chris Dave would say the same thing. You know, Chris Dave has changed drumming. He's took rules out of drumming. Mark Giuliano, these boys have come with something different, you know? So, full props to them. But they started off with the basics of drumming. The jazz, the groove, to actually go to be able to evolve the drumming to what they want. And this is what we should do. We should take what Chris has done, or these guys are what I'm doing, and take a little bit, copy a little bit, but then make it your own. Because nobody likes copycats. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. I mean, I've got ADHD, which is, sometimes, when I was younger, I struggled concentrating. So, for me, being my own self, it was perfect, because I could never copy something fully, because I'd get bored. I just kind of like to groove, and I like to see people smile when I groove, you know, and that's what makes me enjoy gigs, and you know, and also the chops and stuff. The chops is cool and everything, and I'm lucky enough to have a gig like Level 42, or my own band, PB Underground, where we can play our asses off, and each one of the guys in the band, you know, is the same thing, which is, I know there's not many gigs like that in pop and stuff, and you have to do what's on the record, which is fine, but I just feel very lucky. I'm in a band like Level 42 where Mark King can say, yo, play your ass off tonight. So, yeah. Is there any questions? Has anyone got any questions?
Your teachers. Do you have teachers in your early days?
Teachers?
Yeah.
Or t-shirts?
Drum t-shirts.
Drum t-shirts?
No, teachers.
I don't know what it sounds like. Teachers. Teachers.
Yeah.
My father was...
Only your father.
My father is your teacher.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was my teacher. But, you know, like I say, man, like, my teachers was Dave Weckl and Vinny, and I had the 3 videos. I had Vinny, Dave Weckl, and Dennis Chambers, and that's what I kind of studied. And then my father took me to this guy called Tony Kennelly, who's in Sheffield, and he saw I had all this technique and no groove, and he just went, you need to groove. This is why I'm kind of really strong on the whole groove thing now, because groove is what's going to earn you money, you know? Groove is going to pay your bills. Groove pays bills.
Do you read it by the notes or from the heart?
From the heart.
Okay.
I said from the note. I play from the heart. The drummers that really impress me, play from the heart. Or the drummers that are really clean and all this sort of stuff, I kind of think that's too... I like drummers who make mistakes. I like musicians that make mistakes, and you know, we're all like culprits of it, you know, especially when I was younger in my early 20s. I would, like, on the first few songs, I'd make a mistake, and man, that would piss me off all the way through the gig, and it'd ruin my whole gig. Everyone must have done this, right? Yeah. And you know what? Now I love making mistakes, man, because I try and make this same mistake twice, so it looks like I've meant to do it. You know? And people will be like, man, you know that third bar of the second song, you did some weird shit, man. I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. So that's the thing. Never be upset for making mistakes, because as human beings, we make mistakes every day. What do? We get up and we become stronger from making that mistake, you know. So kids, never beat yourself up from making that mistake, because that's going to make you a better player, you know. That's what I think. That's why I make mistakes all the time. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, what else do you say? Ready?
That was okay.
Yeah?
Thank you very much.
Give me another question. Any more questions? Come on, guys. You've all got questions.
Over here.
Yes, mate.
I already told you when we met downstairs. I sort of had the problem of when I try to improvise, I keep playing the same things that I learned, you know. So, do you have any tips how to get a bigger picture?
Okay, so this is what we do when we start practicing. That's the shit I can already do. But that's what we do when we go and practice. You sit down and you start playing the stuff you've already done. Right?
Yeah.
So the key is to go into a practice and go, you know what? Today I'm going to learn some flams. I'm not very up on the flams. So the point is go and practice, warm up, and then shock your drumming. Try something different, practice something different, because that's the only way you will incorporate that into your playing when you come to live. Because, you know, you're not going to get on a gig and go, right, I'm going to do a paradiddle fill now because I practiced that yesterday. We don't think like that. It just comes naturally. Do you know what I mean? And that's probably where you're at. Is, you know, you have to practice different stuff that you can't do. And also, you know, if there's a type of music you don't like, listen to it more. Yeah, man, because you'll find something in it that you like and actually be like, actually, that's what my dad used to say. He said, put some classical on. I was like, no, I don't want to listen to that shit. Actually, I was like, this is quite cool to put it on and play along to classical. You know, so it's to bring stuff out that you can't do and practice the stuff that you don't usually practice, because you're always going to incorporate the stuff that you do know into your practice anyway. But you've just got to pick something that you just don't know what to do and just learn some new stuff, because that will come out in your playing, you know. And also, you were saying earlier, I met this guy in the lobby earlier who was talking, and we was talking about the head, right? Because whatever we've got here and here, and we practiced, and the muscles and blah blah blah, this knows what to do. It knows what to do. But this thing here, this is gonna mess with you. Right? Like I said, when you make a mistake, that brain's going to go, man, you're a jackass. You just messed up that fill. You know, you've got to say to your brain, go away. You know, because your brain will play tricks on you. So when you're playing a gig, don't listen to this thing. Listen to this thing. You get that? Because this will lie to you and make you feel shit. You know. So it all starts here. If this is not right, then this never be right. You know, you've got in anything we do in life. You know, once you're comfortable here and you're confident and you believe yourself, then everything will kind of work out together. Does that make sense? Okay. If I'm talking rubbish here, just start throwing bottles at me or whatever. It's cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to play another tune. Is that okay? Okay. Right, I'm going to play one more tune, but guys, I just want to say, because we've only got 45 minutes here, thank you to all the Tama guys, the Evans guys, the Promark, the Dario, who else? Sabian. What a great festival this is, guys. Round of applause for everybody working here. Thank you. Okay, do you want to hear a level song? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, well look, thanks again. My name's Pete Ray Biggin. I'm going to be sat down here afterwards if you guys want to come and chat or anything, or talk and stuff. Thanks again, one more time, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks a lot.